Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carly and I am a Reiki practitioner as well as a psychic intuitive. I like to do this type of work because it feels good and it just feels pure and it's really nice to do. So today we're going to do a weekly energy update for the collective for January 18th to the 24th. If you're new here, welcome. So nice to have you here. And yeah, I want to know how you guys are doing. Feel free to leave it in the comments below. And remember, if this video does resonate for you, please feel free to give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and leave anything in the comments below with what's resonating and what you guys feel. Awesome. So let's get started. So I will list everything in the description box below of the decks that I'm using, and if you do feel called to book either a distance Reiki session with me or a personal reading, I will list that below as well. And let's get to it. Okay, so for the collective, the week of January 18th to 24th, what is happening? What's happening for us? Okay, so right away we have the creativity card, which is a really beautiful card here. You can see like the water and the cups just kind of flowing. Really beautiful to flow, isn't it? Okay, so I'm gonna leave this over here. Okay, what else is happening? If you guys see smoke in the background too, I have incense happening, so don't mind that. Okay, so we have retreat. This is the first time I've ever seen this card being used in this deck. It's retreat. So creativity and retreat. Looks like we're gonna go into our nooks and just hide out and paint, color, do our own thing. Music. Create. A lot of creativity this third week, which was really nice compared to, I shouldn't say like compared to, but if you did watch my weekly for last week, was all about slowing down, becoming still, and integration, which we still have some of this energy here with the retreat card too, but now it's more of that creative and that stepping into. As I was shuffling the cards earlier, I felt this energy of my back kind of sitting up a little bit straighter and kind of getting ready, get the wheels start spinning and turning again. Okay. What are you guys creating? What are we retreating into? Looks like we're going to have a big flow of creative ideas and aspects coming in. Have the abundance card. Beautiful. Number 13. For those of you who are into numerology, the creativity card is number 39 and retreat card is number 40. I'm still new in learning about numerology, so if you do know anything and you'd like to share that below, I'd love to learn from you about that. Okay. Wow. So we have new day. New day. Beautiful with the dragonfly and the sun and the earth energy and the blue. Number 11. Absolutely stunning. I keep hearing the word blue. Interesting. So at the bottom of the deck here we do have anger. So some are releasing anger, so maybe it's like channeling that anger into a creative, more healthy and creative outlet. So that's good. Over here, we'll do 2 cards for the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. And then over here, we will do Divine Feminine. Okay, so what else is happening for this week? Seeing yellow. Oops. So we have the Star Ancestors card. says, follow the voice of your soul. Really, really beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, what else do we need to know? And we also have the winter card. Take care of your needs. I love this card. This card actually came to me personally in my life when I really, really needed it, and it just showed up in the most beautiful way ever. Okay, so winter, we have Star Ancestor. I'm trying to move him up a bit so you can see. Well, y'all can see. Bottom of the deck, we have Shed Old Skin. And just like the bottom of the deck with the anger card, I feel like this kind of comes with that, where it's channeling that energy, it's moving that energy in a really healthy way. It's, for some, it's, you know, when we've had these built up anxieties, these built up forms of anger, these built up forms of rage or frustration or overwhelmment, guilt, shame. For some of us, we haven't really learned how to really channel that in a healthy way, you know, and it's all about discovering new ways to really do that and to really release that out of our bodies, so that that energy, the energy of anger, the energy of fear, the energy of like hypervigilance or anything, can get channeled and put into physical manifestation, so that way it moves out of our bodies in a healthy way, right? And creativity is very, very powerful for that. When I was facing some physical pains in my life, along with emotional kind of attachments to those pains, what I was guided to do, actually by these beautiful, beautiful Arcturian beings, they came through and they said, Carly, take a blank sheet of paper and pick up these different colors and color out what you're feeling inside, color out the pain. And it didn't make sense at first. I was just picking up different shades, different colors, and scribbling it down on paper. It was all different shapes and sizes, but it was interesting because then they told me, they're like, okay, great, now take a blank sheet of paper and color out how you want to feel inside. And so I did that, and just seeing the two pictures side by side was totally different. It was like day and night. But it showed me, like, wow, this is where my vibration has been, and this is where I want it to be. And it's interesting because for me, I was able to look at the colors, and words started coming up with the colors. Like with brown, it was shame. With red, it was anger. With blue, it was sadness. But then in the other picture with yellow, it was pure love, pure light, vibrancy, joy. And they were all expressed by these colors, right? So there's a tool for you. Feel free to use it if it helps. Okay, so this week with the Divine Feminine, we have the Cosmic Egg. I hold the universe. Let me see. I hold the universe. Come on, camera. I love you. I love you. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. Yes. Okay, so they whispered to me, or rather they told me, green and the heart chakra, specifically for this card. So take that as it resonates. And now they want me to read the book. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. Okay, guys, so I'm going to place this over here while I read the book. Let me find it. Cosmic Egg. Maybe I'll hold it up for you guys. I will hold it up for you. Just give me 1 second to find the page. 214. Oh, it's almost at the end of the book here. Okay. This is beautiful. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There we go. Okay. So hopefully y'all can see that. So we have the cosmic egg, the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. Who she is, the cosmic egg is the core symbol of the divine feminine's creative force. It is a spiritual motif found in the creation myths of countless cultures and civilizations. It represents a birth, a new beginning, or an expansion of life. In the Rig Veda, one of the oldest texts in any Indo-European language, the cosmos is described as a golden, egg-shaped womb. The entire universe is said to have emerged from it. In Greek mythology, the Orphic egg hatched the primordial hermaphroditic deity who then created all the gods and goddesses. It is depicted as an egg with a serpent wrapped 3 times around it. In Egyptian, Chinese, and Polynesian mythologies, among many others, creation begins with an egg. And in the Christian tradition, Mary Magdalene used the egg to describe how life begins again after death. In modern cosmology, it is believed that 13 billion years ago, the entire mass of the universe was compressed into a gravitational singularity, the so-called cosmic egg. And from that singularity, the universe has expanded ever since to its current state and continues in this moment to expand even further. So when your soul selects this card, which this is for all of us this week, nothing needs to happen. Everything is exactly as it should be. You hold the universe inside you. All life emerges from within. I need to turn the page, so 1 second. If you try to exert pressure for something to exist before it's ready, that new life within you won't have the time it needs to fully form. Okay, this makes sense. The cosmic egg is the essence of the divine feminine. It is the ultimate symbol of the creative force that exists within each one of us. It's the dark, loving womb that holds and protects all creative expressions of life. If we allow what's within us to emerge in divine timing, in kairos or soul time, then what's within us will transform us. The egg is the trust that what is ours can never be taken from us. So there's no need to answer the ego's push to rush the process, to impress others, or to complete something on someone else's timeline. Yep. The egg is the faith that our process is sacred. The egg is the faith that our process is sacred. That even in the midst of what looks like chaos or delay or even death, there's a tendril of new life that needs only our trust to eventually take form. And the egg is the knowing that life begins again after death from within. So soul voice meditation. Where am I ready to expand? Intention. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. And so it is. Beautiful. I love how it ties into the creativity of this week too. But I really do feel that it's interesting because I feel like for a lot of us, we really went through it with like our own personal emotions and our own personal journeys on very, very different levels for each and every single one of us, right? And then collectively, there was so much that was swept up from underneath the rug that we really had to look at, right? Systemic racism, like so much in 2020 that we all had to look at, and I feel like it had to really be acknowledged in order for us to understand, like, okay, what reality do we want to choose to live in, and how do we want to really weave this in a conscious way that feels really pure in the heart, feels really light and pure in the heart, and it's just, it's filled with love, and it's harmonious with the patterns of this planet, and the patterns of harmony, of grace, of just love and connectedness, right? And what I'm hearing right now is unity. Unity in the sense of like all of us coming together and standing amongst each other as brothers and sisters, right? We all share the same home, this planet, each and every single one of us. So I feel like that card talks about, this reading talks about what we kind of faced, what we kind of went through, what we had to kind of close off and say, no more, we're not gonna use this anymore. This doesn't really work for us anymore. And I feel like in a way that is kind of the death, the burial, right? There's this story, one of the creation stories in my culture. I'm a First Nations woman, and there's this one story about the peacemaker when he came down to this planet, and he basically, there's so much more to this story, but there was one part where he basically said, all of the nations, Cayuga, Seneca, Oneida, Onondaga, Mohawk, Tuscarora, all of the nations, you guys have been really disconnected from what it really means to live. It's like it's time to remember. It's time to remember and wake up with who you really are and what life is really about. And so all of these people, they were carrying around weapons, but when the peacemaker came down, he managed to kind of unite all of the different nations and say, hey, you recognize that you guys are all, like, you're all the same. You all come from the stars, right? You all have bodies that are made from this earth, right? And it's time to put away the weapons. It's time to bury them. So the weapons got buried, and that's when the tree of peace came to life. And there's more to it, but basically the tree of peace is just that symbol of peace and harmony within humanity and within all living creatures on this planet, the tree beings, the rock beings, the animals, us, the grasses, the water, because those things are just as much alive as we are, right? I'm going to try to move some of these cards closer because I feel like, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like the focus on this camera. But yeah, so that kind of just, I wanted to bring that up. I was really guided to. Anyways, where I was going with that was that the death in that story, or the closure in that story, the transition in that story was kind of the burial of the weapons that symbolized, okay, we're done with that. We're moving into a new way of being. We're going to try something different. We're willing to. And that different way was peace, was harmony for all of us. And it worked. It worked. But I feel like this week it's kind of talking about the same thing, where it's like, okay, we kind of had to bury some things, and now it's like, there's something new that's ready to be born. There's something new that's ready to be crafted and created, and could be happening this week, could be starting this week. Guys, I am so sorry if it's like really blurry. Okay, let's try one more card. This card for us this week. Okay. So we got Our Lady of hope I'm saying this right, Guadalupe, Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Okay, so I'm feeling a lot from my guides coming in saying, you know, feel with your heart. Feel with your heart, follow your heart, move from your heart, create from your heart. This was an extra card that wanted to come out. Myra, I hope I'm saying it right, Mirabai, the Saint of True Freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. Yes. Who knows about alignment with their higher self, with their inner being? Woo! That energy. Bottom of the deck, we have Bridget, the goddess of the eternal flame. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. Feel free to use that as an affirmation. Okay, guys, so just to recap what's going on this week. Let me bring the cards back a little bit. Okay, so there's a lot of creativity happening this week for us. We're kind of coming out of our shells a little bit. We're still kind of in that energy of, you know, maybe we're going to lay in bed, or maybe we're going to take it easy. We're not going to have like necessarily a set schedule. Maybe some of us are kind of more structured in that sense too, but very low key, very relaxed. But creativity is starting to come up, starting to form. Then we have retreat. The same energy. Being more low-key, hanging around in bed, you got your PJs on, chilling, watching Friends, kicking it, but you're still, you know, being creative. Abundance, and I feel like this comes in the form of thoughts and creativity and just the feelings of abundance, the feelings of love. I am abundant in love. I am so blessed. I am so loved. I am so connected to Earth and to the cosmos. New day. But I feel like this week is, I feel like it's a new chapter into something that we're creating, right? And don't get, what I'm like kind of being pointed to right now is like, try not to get caught up in, you know, other people's timelines of like when you should have something done, or you know, what you originally thought of when you should have something done, because it's all about flow and not forcing. And when that happens, when you're in alignment with your higher self, I think it's like 30 seconds, no, 2 minutes of creativity amounts to like 30 years of trying to push through the force of working. Abraham Hicks quoted that. You can look it up. I think it was like 2 minutes or something, but Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. And again, this goes hand in hand with this card over here. Oops, sorry. Yeah, it does go, because I think that was the message I was hearing it from, was like follow your heart, follow the voice of your soul, follow your heart, follow your flow. You're protected. You're protected while you're doing this. And that's you coming into your power. Purely. Of course, take care of your needs, you know, be easy, be gentle, be self-compassionate. Again, it's coming up with the timelines. If you're like under someone else's timeline, or if you thought that you had to get something done by a certain date, it's okay. You know, let yourself off the hook a little bit. Go for a walk. Crank the music and dance. Get the energy moving. Because if you're forcing something and you're just going at it, it just causes a whole construct of mixed energies with law of attraction. But if you take your attention away from it and focus on anything that feels kind of good or interesting to you, then that subsides and dissipates. And the cosmic egg. Trust the process. Honor your rhythms, your natural rhythms of life, because it's already gestating. It's already being in that creation process. And it will come when it's ready. Just nurture yourself and nurture this creation and those creations. Okay. And then again, bottom of the deck. I am an eternal flame. Each day, my light grows brighter. That'll be a helpful affirmation. And again, all about releasing the old, or even some of us are like channeling different energies in healthy, dynamic ways. Beautiful. And again, for anybody in numerology, we have 39 creativity, 40 retreat, 13 abundance, 11 new day, and 28 anger on the bottom of the deck. And to leave this on a lighter note, I want to say thank you guys for just being you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being. Thank you for existing. Thank you for choosing to come down here to planet Earth at this time. And it's truly a gift. It's truly a gift, and I'm just really appreciative of you, of this planet, of the love that's here, of the harmony that exists, of the peace, of the connection to spirit, to ancestors, to other beings, to the cosmos, to Creator, to our higher selves, to this planet. Happy creating, everybody. Looks like a good week for it. Sending you all much love, much appreciation, and bright and well wishes that all of your heart's desires get met this week and for your life. Thank you. Take care, guys. We'll chat soon. See you.